Here come the Pure Stocks. They're part of the Kevin Atkins Memorial here tonight. We've got 3 heat races for your Pure Stocks, and those are brought to you by McAllister Rentals. Chris Davini will be inside pole. Abby Kolb outside in car 89. Bob Baumgarten out of Mount Clemens in the 108 inside row number 2. Austin Sovine in car 98 to his right. Row number 3. Yeah, I heard this guy picked up a heat race win last week. Jeremy Johnson in car 47. Craig Hills out of Onondaga in the 07. And Talon Deal rather, in the M57.
That's Onondaga.
What did I say?
Onondaga.
It's 2 A's in there.
Nope. All right, green flag's out. We're underway.
Why did I call it governor?
Well, Jeremy Johnson trying to repeat from last week's performance, takes him about 17 wide in turn number 1.
He's invincible. He's bulletproof.
Well, they're leaving him a lane there down on the inside. I don't think he'll mind taking it.
No, team cars there, the 98 and the 89, both up the top side. Look out. Deal goes to the inside of Johnson.
And looks like they're going to take it 3 wide for that 3rd spot.
Yeah, that was a Johnson sandwich there for a moment.
Yeah, Talon Deal up to the 3rd spot, going to work on 2nd as he moves to the inside of the 98 of Sovine.
Nobody really slowing, nobody really settling down here. Here comes Deal in the 57. He'll make a move to the inside. Someone's showing a little bit of smoke out the back end of that car as Deal may lead this lap.
Well, he finished 2nd last week to Jeremy Johnson, Roger, and I'm sure this young man would like to pick up a feature or heat race win. Well, he'd probably like to pick up a feature win too.
Yeah, he'll be happy for any win, right? I think he got one earlier in the season, like his 1st or 2nd week out, because it was a big deal.
No pun intended.
Yes, it was.
All right, we have just 2 laps remaining now. Talon Deal leads. Craig Hills 2nd. Battle for 3rd between Sovine and Johnson. And Bob Baumgarten in the 108. Thought about taking it 3 wide, thinks better of it, as the white flag is out, 1 lap to go.
And the first 2 seem to be settled up. It's 3rd on back at anyone's guess here. Baumgarten on the inside, Johnson in the middle, Sovine top side. They're 3 wide for that 3rd spot. Sovine almost slaps the wall. Baumgarten from the bottom passes them both. Checkered flag, give it to Deal.
Craig Hills will come home in 2nd. Bob Baumgarten in 3rd. Jeremy Johnson 4th just barely, and Austin Sovine completes your top 5.
Wow, for the slow heat here in the Pure Stocks, that was quite an exciting one there as Deal walks away with the win. Rookie driver. Oh, this is his 1st win. Okay, I had him confused for somebody else, so thank you for whomever is smarter than me. That's everyone that's down there in front of me. Because now I have to work with numbers. There he is. Zeta Davison, 14 years of age, M57 Towing and Repair, M15 Towing, Finish Line Seamless Gutters, Top Speed Motorsports, Stearns M15 Garage, Troyer Racing Engines, Freeman's Auto Salvage, and M15 Auto Salvage. How about it for the rookie, ladies and gentlemen? His 1st ever checkered flag. How about it for Talon Deal? Here come your middle qualifiers. Now, I know that pole sitter Bill Livesey, he towed out of here early, so something to miss on the X14 machine. So that will move Scott Garcia over to the inside pole. Brent Voris will be outside in car number 5. Ben Heide in the 97 will be inside row number 2. Jason Congdon in car number 79 will be to his right. Then Dan Goki in the number 83 and Hunter Dutre in the 73. So 6 cars, 6 laps, heat race number 2 for your McAllister Rentals Pure Stocks.
And tonight is the Kevin Atkins Memorial. Hunter Dutre in the 73 actually was your inaugural Kevin Atkins Memorial winner back in 2022.
It looks like the numbers just arrived for Heide in that 97. It wasn't there for practice, so the tape arrived just in time.
Well, that's good. It's hard to find a good roll of duct tape. Green flag is out. We're underway.
Very heavy race car, steel bodies make their way down the back straightaway. On street tires, no less, as Garcia and Boris side by side up front, battling for lap number 1.
And it's going to be a close one back to the line to lead the opening lap. According to the computer, it was Garcia by 6/1000ths of a second. And
right there, Chris.
yeah, normally pilots modified decided to hop in behind the wheel of the number 79 Pure Stock here tonight. And now Hunter Dutry gets up into the mix as well. He'll battle with your top 3 runners.
Everybody's still side by side, the pack of 6. As Congdon, I bet that car is just much slower to react to that modified. That's for doggone sure. Being that big weight difference, as Garcia is so far doing a good job holding off the rest of this field.
Boris and Congdon still side by side for the 2nd spot. And Congdon going to take a peek to the inside of the 6 of Garcia down the back straightaway. Almost can get to the door, but has to back out going into turn 3.
A wad of Pure Stocks starting to settle down. Congdon now might have a shot on the top side, but that allows Dutry to look to the inside for that 2nd spot as they all try to gang up on that 6S. Your race leader, Garcia, who's led most of the laps so far.
This time by, the white flag will be out. 1 lap to go. Garcia having to play defense high and low as the 73 of Dutry runs right behind him. The 79 of Congdon going to try the outside. They might split the difference. We're 3 wide going down the back straightaway for the final time.
Oh, and there's contact for us into the back end of the 5S. Contact being made as they come down to the checkered flag.
It's Dutry by a nose. Congdon 2nd, Goki 3rd, Voris 4th, and Ben Heidi will complete your top 5 unofficially.
So Don Barrel Motors, D&W Auto, Town and Country Auto Salvage. On this long-time driver's machine. When I say long time, he says his age is 24. But I've seen the name plenty of times in many a year, and he's going to pick up. He just looks like he just got that car finally wrapped up, and it looks sharp, so he'll get his picture taken winning the middle heat race here of the 3 for the Pure Stocks. How about it for Hunter Dutry?
Yeah, looks like kind of a throwback to a late model his dad used to run back in the day.
I almost thought, he's out of the car, folks. How about one more time for Hunter? I almost looked at it, and I thought it was one of the Wiley cars from the dirt track times. Pretty similar paint scheme. Threw me off there a bit. It wasn't the station wagon, obviously, but I thought, oh, Jason Wiley's here. Well, that's not Jason, obviously.
It sure is not.
So the fast heat will be coming up next. And last week's winner, Kyle Callahan, leads them out. Brian Thompson out of Flushing in the 66 will be alongside the 14 car. Landon Heidi in car 87 out of Grand Ledge, and Jim Miller Jr. out of Clio in car number 9. Jordan Lakota in the J1. Jason Spencer in the 55.
And that's Tim Lahar now piloting the M15. We're playing musical chairs tonight, Roger. So the 55 of Jason Spencer blew an engine in qualifying. They were trying to get that changed. In the meantime, Lonnie Saumier not here tonight. So his car was brought here. Spencer was going to run that car if his car wasn't finished in time. Well, Spencer's car was repaired. He's able to race his car, and since the M15 was here already, they found a driver in Tim Lahar, and he's used to doing double duty, so now he'll hop in the M15, and that's what it's all about. Green flag's out. Here we go.
I remember that Saumier jumped into one of Lahar's cars just a few weeks ago. So they're calling it even as Thompson trying to make it uneven by leading this field and pushing Callahan back on that inside line. But Thompson's going to give him plenty of room to race for the top spot.
All right, Thompson leads that time. Callahan was your feature winner last week. Led wire to wire, started on the pole, and led every lap. Looks like he's going to have his work cut out for him in this heat race, though, as him and Brian Thompson still stay door to door as they come off of turn 4. Callahan pushes up a little bit. The 9 of Miller thought about taking it 3 wide, but falls back in line behind the 14.
Yeah, Miller's itching to get up front and keep seeing him hit the throttle and have him to back off, throttle him back off to keep him getting into the back end of the 14 machine. He might have some room to try the high side. He's going to sling it out down to the inside on a 4. Meanwhile, back in the pack, they're 3 wide.
Yeah, they've been 3 wide for I think 2 or 3 laps now, trying to not be last place. And they were doing it so well, it almost seemed like they were in like synchronization. I mean, the Olympics are coming up, so it's like synchronized racing.
Miller going to lead the lap. He clears Callahan. Lakota going to take the second spot while Callahan hung out to dry on the top side. He'll slide in the line in front of the 66 of Thompson. Meanwhile, Lahar, Spencer, and Heidi back there 5th, 6th, and 7th as they come to the white.
And your top 4 runners now nose to tail. In fact, we're nose to tail, front to back as we head down the back straightaway for the last time. Thompson might make an attempt on the 14. He'll get to the bumper, but can't do anything for 3rd as the checkered flag is out. Your winner is going to be Jim Miller Jr., Jordan Lakota 2nd, Kyle Callahan 3rd, Brian Thompson 4th. Tim Lahar brings it home in the 5th position. So last year's winner of the Kevin Adkins Memorial joins the winner from the year before in Hunter Dutry and making it to victory lane in these heat races.
Well, Jim Miller been around a while, 41 years of age, multiple championships, asphalt and dirt, in that performance auto number 9. Top Speed Motorsports, who also sponsors our feature winners of checkered flags, also on that car. Finish Line Seamless Gutters, Michigan Auto Corps, Dort Transmission, Corona Road Bar and Wall Built Performance, all on that number 9. He's won some features this year. He'll be one to watch in tonight's main event. How about it for Jim Miller Jr.? Once again, we proudly present McAllister Rentals as the title sponsor of the 2024 Sport Compact Division at Owosso Speedway. For over 20 years, McAllister Rentals has been Michigan and Indiana's go-to destination for heavy equipment needs. From bulldozers to excavators, they have the largest selection of CAT equipment to handle any project of any size. They can handle the projects here at Owosso Speedway. They surely have the equipment to handle whatever project you have in mind. McAllister Rentals ensures your job becomes easier, faster, and more precise. Experience the efficiency of having the best equipment at your disposal. Visit McAllisterRentals.com to discover how they can simplify your next project with unbeatable equipment and customer satisfaction as their top priority. Thanks to McAllister Rentals for their continuous support as our Sport Compact title sponsor here at Owosso Speedway.
All right, race fans, 40 laps tonight in honor of Kevin Adkins, 2008 Pure Stock Track Champion, always one of our favorites here at the Owosso Speedway. And we're going to do an extra wave lap just in his honor from turn 4 to turn 1. I want to see all of you up on your feet as we get set to go. 40 laps for the McAllister Rental Pure Stocks.
.40 laps. We're ready to rock and roll as they work their way out of turns 3 and 4. Sovine, Johnson in charge of the field. To the green they come.
Oh, the hood goes up on the 47. Everyone able to take evasive action. And looks like Johnson's going to make it off of the track as Scott Garcia leads lap number 1.
Well, Sovine almost got into the front stretch wall there as he falls to the tail end of the field. Garcia leading the way, but here comes Goki in car 83. He's bringing Callahan with him on the 14. Boy, Callahan certainly has some momentum on his side in car number 14.
And Dan Goki will lead that second lap. Roger, keep in mind the Atkins family and their group are doing lap leader money. Every lap you lead is some extra money in your pocket. So far, Scott Garcia and Dan Goki both going to profit from that.
So Goki will find a few more pieces of change in his pocket at the end of the night. Callahan trying to take that lead away from him, takes a look to the inside. Compton back there in third. Daughtry in the fourth spot, challenged by Jim Miller Jr. As your front 5, make it 8 now, single file, as Callahan steps out of line again, but can't do anything with it.
Your winners of the first 2, Kevin Atkins.
Smoke, 89.
No, it's the 98 of Sovine. Heavy smoke out of the back of that car.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess we probably have fluid all over the track. Yes, indeed. Look at the trail coming out. Oh, that's gonna be a bit of a wrinkle in this one. There's definitely a lot of fluid, a lot of smoke. Surprised that he could even see his way. He's already climbing out of the car, folks. Sovine out of the car, and I didn't mean to interrupt you there, Chris, but as that was happening over in turn number 4, the instinct kicked in. You were talking about that these laps, if you lead a lap, you're getting some extra money. And
yep,
the family has been collecting money for these laps.
Yeah, that is exactly it. And I'm trying to stall for time so I can pull up the list here.
Well, while you're doing that, Dan Goki is currently your leader with 4 laps complete. Kyle Callahan second, Jason Congdon third, Hunter Daughtry in the 4th spot. Then Jim Miller Jr., Jordan Lakota, Landon Heide, Jason Spencer, Brent Forrest, and Brian Thompson are currently your top 10. Lahar's moved up to the 11th spot in the M15. Scott Garcia has dropped back from his second row starting spot. He is now in 12th.
Yeah, some of the sponsors for this event, Roger, Tough Luck Award, $100 from Bing Crosby at Sundance Buick GMC. Long Haul Award from Duratec Automotive, $100 for our furthest traveler. And $100 fast time and $100 hard charger bonus from Backroad Beauty Salon.
A lot of laps to go. Normally, these drivers what 25 normally?
20-ish.
20-ish, yes. Yeah, 25 usually, so an extra 15 laps. Let's see if equipment holds together. Boris joins the field in the 5 as they get to the restart zone, brought to you by M&K Truck Centers. And Goki again puts his assault on the top side. Look out, bumping and banging. Boy, somebody hit the binders in a hurry there on that top side. That was Lakota in the 1 machine as they were all over the place there. Daughtry was involved. Somehow they drove through it over there on the exit of turn number 2. And Goki leads another lap.
Jordan Lakota to the inside of Hunter Daughtry to break into the top 5 as Jim Miller Jr. works underneath the 79, and Jason Congdon, that moves him up into the podium positions. Jason Spencer from deep in the field up to 7th spot already. Oh, Congdon has a moment. He's going to drop back. Oh, might have tagged the wall with the right rear there, but everyone continues on.
Yeah, that car shot up the track just about center and almost collected Lakota's machine before he gathered it back up. So big time handling problems on that 79, drops him well outside the top 5. Baumgarten off the pace.
Yeah, problems for the 108. He's slow on the front stretch. Looks like he'll be able to make it off the track over in turn 2.
Goki, Callahan, Miller, Lakota, your top 4. And then there's a gap before you get to Dutre, Spencer, and Landon Heidi.
Well, just on lap money alone right now, Dan Goki sitting at $160. As Jim Miller Jr. now works to the inside of the 14, and Kyle Callahan for second. And a whole slew of lapped cars up ahead that your leaders will have to work through. This has caught Dan Goki in the past, but looks like everyone going to move out of the way and play nice as your leaders work their way through. The J1 and Jordan Lakota now to the inside of Callahan for third.
Wow, exhale.
Bump last week's winner down to fourth, but here comes Jason Spencer again. What a day for this driver. He's up into the top 5 now after starting very deep in the field.
Battle for the lead. Miller to the inside of Goki out of turn number 2. Miller now has half the car out front. He'll clear Goki into turn 3. Lakota trying to go with him. Not a lot of room down there. Goki pinching that inside line. Goki almost had the one of Lakota down on the cement. As they go back to single file formation, Callahan falls to fourth, and like Chris Foley said, Spencer now has cleared everyone in that second group, and he's starting to catch the lead 4.
Well, he set fast time, blew the motor, brought out a backup car, changed the motor in his primary car, started 17th, and now Jason Spencer is just eating up the real estate between himself and the top 4.
Lakota now took over the second spot as Goki fading back a bit in car 83. Again, opens up the inside line for Callahan to try to take that third spot back to himself. Spencer just about to the back bumper of that battle for the third spot. Meanwhile, Heidi and Dutre back there for the 6th position. They're door to door. So is Thompson and the M15 of
Tim Lahar.
Thank you. Gosh, I couldn't get Samir out of my head. As Lahar, that's a good group battling out there. 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th spots.
Well, it might be a toss-up at this point between Lahar and Spencer for who ends up with the Hard Charger Award, as the 89 Abby Kolb looks to be off the pace. Talon Deal stuck behind her, maybe, as the field catches up.
Yeah, we'll see if she's going to take it to the pit or if she was just a little bit, I think she was intimidated there by the faster traffic coming by, and that kind of hurt Deal as he was stuck behind as Miller comes by another time. Lakota in second, Callahan by himself in third, then it's Goki and Spencer. That's still your top 5. Heidi now has moved up to 6th. Thompson, Dutre, Lahar, and Congdon look to be right around your top 10. Next set of lap cars, about 3/4 of a straightaway ahead of your leader, as this time by will be at the halfway point. 20 in, 20 to go. Jim Miller Jr. out in front. Oh, Goki.
Oh, a big moment there for Goki. Car looked like it tried to run away from him there coming off of turn 4. That makes it easy pickings for the 55 of Jason Spencer, who moves up into 4th.
Miller gonna catch Kolb another time. Garcia also gonna be the next car to go a lap down, and then he's gonna have a bit of a gaggle of cars to deal with here in the upcoming laps as long as this stays green. Oh, we got a spin as soon as I say that. 47 goes around in turn number 2. Just about going another lap down was Jeremy Johnson rather. And he gets it back underway in a hurry, but a long period of green flag laps here with 22 unofficially complete. Jim Miller Jr., your race leader, Jordan Lakota 2nd, Kyle Callahan 3rd, Spencer 4th, Dan Goki in 5th. Then Landon Heidi, Brian Thompson, Hunter Dutre, Tim Lahar, Jason Congdon were your top 10 heading into after that last lap. So the field should be about set. We'll probably give them the one to go signal, I'm assuming. There it is. Whoop! There it is.
It's almost like you've done this before.
Been around a few circles.
Well, this is more of an oval, but close enough.
I've been a few ellipses. How's that? Does that cover them all?
Isn't that just the dot, dot, dot at the end of a sentence?
That could, oh yeah, if we're talking grammar, sure. Yeah, I'm gonna write that down as something I just learned.
All right, Jim Miller Jr. leads him into the M&K Truck Center restart zone. Great restart by the 9. And thought it was going to pay dividends for the 14, but he wasn't able to get back to the bottom of the track quick enough. Lakota fills the gap.
Yeah, it looked like Dautre got the worst of that one. He's going to fall about 7th position here as the field comes by with Miller out front.
Yeah, it was a big stutter step moment there for that whole outside groove. Looked like Lakota just kind of caught napping there, and it backed up the rest of the field in that outside groove, and Dautre was, like you mentioned, Roger, he was the biggest victim of that.
Front 7, nose to tail. Keep watching. Oh, well, they were almost nose and tail there in the front 3 as it looked like Miller had a little bit of difficulty at turn 2, and Lakota almost got right into the back end of him. Callahan had to take evasive measures as well.
Yeah, Lakota looked like he was getting ready to pounce, and then Miller said, I don't think that's a good idea. Surprised that Jason Spencer hasn't really gone on the attack a little bit more once we got racing. And Goki once again has a moment off at turn 4. That's going to allow Spencer to go back on the attack.
Well, again, he's been concerned about water temperature. He goes up the track a bit. Now we're 3 wide for that 4 spot as Thompson puts the nose of that car way on the inside. He'll have to back off and let it be a 2-car battle going into 3 and 4 with Goki way up in the gray.
Well, Spencer will wrestle the spot away now. He moves up into 4th. Oh, the 87 of Heidi goes around off the nose of the M15. Caution flag out.
I had been watching that battle, and the one moment I turned my head, an incident occurs, so we'll have to take a look at this. So that moves Spencer to the front row.
Well, that's probably the worst thing for Jim Miller Jr. right now, but Spencer will be on the move.
Here we go, M&K restart zone. Boyd Miller got a jump. Miller shot right out of that restart zone and has a sizable lead. Lakota trying to take the 2nd spot away from Spencer. Everyone else staying 2x2 or make it side by side, because if it was 2x2, that would be 4. And we can't do anything before, it's got to be after. So Spencer now will fall in line behind the one of Lakota as your front 5, nose to tail. Now Thompson wants that 5th spot. He'll pull inside Landon Heidi's number 87. Thompson now up to 5th. Here comes Dautre. He's trying to claw back after that previous restart that shuffled him back in the field. Just outside the top 5, battling for 6th. Hold on to Vinny. Almost had a moment there at turn 2. Got the car back in front of him. Boy, Landon Heidi falling back. He'll lose another spot as Dautre. Oh, little contact. Voris got a piece of the 87 machine. As also watching Callahan move through. A lot of action there back half of the speedway, while Miller and Lakota continue to be your top 2. We're inside 10. Make it 9 to go now.
And once again, Roger, I'm really surprised the 55 not able to capitalize on that track position a little more. But given the fact that he's on his 2nd engine of the day.
Oh,
yeah, the 5 of Brent Voris goes around.
Oh, look
out. No.
Well, I think Lahar was trying to go to the top side to go to the pits, and as he floated up the track, the 6 was a coming.
Well,
I'm assuming maybe Lahar thought maybe Lahar was tapping out again because it just looked like he was just going to take it to the pits.
Yeah, see, when you tap out, though, you're just supposed to tap on the roof. You're not supposed to tap on another car.
Tap on a single-digit car.
It gets confusing, I know, but...
Well, that's unfortunate for the 6 car. He's minding his own business. He was running in the 12th spot. Okay, 8-lap shootout for the cash and the trophy. Miller, Spencer, Lakota, Goki, Thompson, Dutre. Logan with the green flag. M&K Truck Center restart zone. They're in it, they're green. Miller's restarts have just been phenomenal.
Yeah, he's one of the best. And looks like Spencer...
Oh, spin. Jeremy Johnson goes around. Man, it sounds like 57 got a piece of that, so we try it again.
So we stay at 8 laps to go. 47, Jeremy Johnson with a quick pirouette. Bet she brings tuna for lunch on Monday.
Oh, I bet she
Probably
does.
going to put it in the microwave.
Oh, no, she probably went out and had salmon. She's going to bring the leftovers for Monday. So she's got Saturday night salmon on Monday afternoon.
Oh, it's going to be ripe.
Yeah. Linda from finance.
Freaking Linda.
Field set to go. They won't have to deal with it Monday. They want to deal with these 8 laps. Miller, Spencer, feel like I've said it before. M&K Truck Center restart zone is where they hit the gas, and against Miller gets a great restart.
Well, the J1 also got a really good restart there, Roger. He stayed right glued to the bumper of the 9 car. He'll slide up in front of the 55. Looks like somebody may have gotten a piece of the wall there. There's lots of smoke going up.
Well, the 97 back there is dragging something. He is throwing some sparks. Wonder if maybe his exhaust may be dragging. It's near the front of that machine. Miller and Lakota, 1 and 2. Thompson now, look at that. He's up to the 3rd spot. Kind of a sleeper pick right there in a podium position in that 66 machine with Spencer in the 4th spot.
Yeah, this is a great run for Brian Thompson in the 66.
How about Callahan? He had to climb from the tail of the field, and he's just about where he was when he had to take that penalty.
Coming to 5 laps to go.
Lakota now starting to put the pressure on Miller. Miller a little higher exit in turn number 2. Not a full line, just enough to keep that top line slightly occupied. Lakota going to take a peek to the high side. He slides. He's going to lose that momentum, and now Miller, caution is out. The 47 again. So Johnson, if he's called the caution car, would very well be his 2nd time. So unfortunately, he gets bitten a number of times after starting in the front row.
Yeah, between the hood going up and then 2 cautions now, he'll have to exit the track.
4 laps to decide it. Can Miller make it 2 in a row? Will it be somebody else? Right now, they need to prove it. Miller has been the class of the field. Green is out, and again, Miller clears Spencer. And Spencer able to go right to the inside line. So, and he gets a little shove there by Lakota, slows him up a bit. Now Callahan has an opportunity.
Boy, Callahan has really benefited from those back-to-back-to-back cautions there. Able to move back up through the field after getting the restart, or the choose box violation.
Spencer is parking the bus. He's using a little bit of each lane to keep that battle behind him as they come down. This time 2 to go for Jim Miller Jr.
Callahan on the outside trying to take away 3rd from the J1 of Jordan Lakota. As the field comes back around, they're going to see the white flag. 1 lap to go. Miller with a healthy advantage through 1 and 2 down the back straightaway for the final time. into 3 out of 4. Checkered flags are out. Your winner is going to be Jim Miller Jr. Jason Spencer second, just barely over Jordan Lakota. Brian Thompson comes home fourth. Kyle Callahan will complete the top 5. Well, what a great finish there as Jim Miller Jr. picks up his second consecutive Kevin Atkins Memorial race. He'll get the big trophy. And he'll get a word with our very own Roger Williams in Gross Construction Victory Lane. Looks like he's taking an extra long cool down lap as he gets a congratulations from his competitors. Well, race fans, don't forget we do have fireworks coming up after our next race for those of you that wanted to stick around for that. There's Jim Miller Jr.
Well, I stood back a little bit because I didn't know if Jimmy was going to put a smoke show on like Dad does. But he's got a big smile on his face. He's climbing out of that car. He's going to collect himself a nice big trophy, picking up his second Kevin Atkins Memorial. And this Top Speed Motorsports TSM graphics checkered flag, another one to his collection this season. And Jim, your restarts were phenomenal. What was your secret?
Keep him behind me.
Long race, 40 laps. Everyone says it's been a little warm in the car. And were there any cooling issues as far as this car was concerned?
It's 170 degrees right now.
So your answer is no. Okay. You got to remember, I'm a dirt guy. You got to explain that to me. But big race, second win in a row for this memorial. I got to imagine this means something to you.
Yeah, it means a lot to me. Thanks for everybody that puts it on, the Atkins family. This one's for Kevin, guys.
I know you did a lot of work on this car. Why don't you go ahead and thank everybody?
First and foremost, my dad, Performance Auto. My dad helps me day in, day out on this car and get it right. And Ricky at Top Speed Motorsports helps all of us racers. I wouldn't know what to do without him. We got Michigan Auto Corps, Corona Road Bar, Wall Built Performance, Finish Line Seamless Gutters, and Realty, Angie's Realty.
Well, congratulations. Enjoy your victory, man. Enjoy the rest of the night.
Thank you.
All right, how about one more time? Jim Miller Jr. with the win.